I'm just saying hello for the VOD. This is a typical Haysie live stream. We are starting 30 minutes later this month because of family activities. I do not get home until 9 o'clock, so I need time to get on. So yeah, I'm checking in. I was building on my laptop, so we're going to be placing those builds and families into the save file. And then I will be doing all that. We're still working on the save file. So if anyone is here post live stream, please feel free to say hello. I've missed you guys so much. I said this on the last live stream, but on Wednesday we will have a lot challenge back. And on next Friday we will have the, what is it called? Crybaby Whims back. So sorry, gallery is what I'm looking for. All right, so we're going to go to my page. I'm going to view my catalog. And then this should have everything that I've made for a while. So I guess I'm going to go in order. I was working in San Sequoia. So, oh, I think I'm actually, is this in our save file? This is in our save file. Okay. So my pirate ship, this is a sim I made that's CC free. Also, this is one of my older builds. I think all these are my older builds. I might find homes for them as well. So I'm going to start with this modern build that I did. This goes in San Sequoia. So I'm going to put that exactly where it goes. And we're going to just update my save file with the things I was working on. And then we'll probably get into playing some characters so I can show you guys around. This was built here. I'm thinking my UI is a bit messed up. Okay. All right, now I can see the whole thing. Okay, so that's where this goes. So we'll place it furnished, and then I'll place the sim that lives there, and then I'll give you guys a tour. Just in case you didn't watch the video, and the video I missed like a whole room anyway, so it was kind of annoying. I was really annoyed with myself. So yeah, how are your guys' summer been? If you're watching the VOD later, let me know. My summer has been really hectic, and my 2025 has been terrible. I'm optimistic and hopeful and trying to be positive, but it has been a rough year. So I would love for you guys to feel free to vent in the comments. If you want to complain about this year, I'm here for it. If you want to talk about something positive, it'd be wonderful to hear happy things that are happening for other people, because it will, it reminds us that life gets better. So I would love for you guys to feel comfortable enough to share in the comments of this video. So the sim that lives here is named Bryce. And so we'll plot, oh wait, she can't. That's right. Control Shift C, free real. Hey, Susan. Estate on. So we will plop Bryce into her home. Fully furnished. She can have some starter funds. I don't really care. Let me show you guys Bryce's house. And I don't know if this is like my updated version of Bryce. I think this is when I first made her. I've played her a little bit in my laptop, and she has skills now. But unfortunately, I think this is the fresh version of her without skills. So once we plop down everyone I've made, we can give them skills. So Bryce is 100% CC free, no mods, no CC. She is ready to play in your game exactly the way she looks in my game. The only thing is now we might be seeing her with a skin detail of custom skins. Yeah. But other than that, everything else is CC free. And that's just because I have a overlay mod in my game. But when I made her and uploaded her to the gallery, it was on my laptop. I do not play with mods or CC in my laptop. It's okay. You're not late. I started at 9:30 today. So this is Bryce. She will pretty much look like this in your game, except for my default eyes overlay and her skin. But everything else, like I said, this is all in-game content. She wants to, well, I had her for the athletic career because I wanted someone who could live like longer. In my game, she's got tattoos too. And she doesn't have a job. I think we were gonna, if I remember correctly, she's supposed to be like a freelance artist. So even though she wants to be a bodybuilder, oh, sorry, my nose again. Even though she wants to be a bodybuilder, she's also an artist. And she, in my story of that I came up with her, she is happily living that single girl life who never wants to have kids, who focuses on her career and like spends time with her friends. She inherited money from her family and bought this, like, I built this based on a house in San Francisco that I happened to see on my social media page. So I built this almost exactly to the description of that house, with obviously what we can do in The Sims, and I'm very proud of it. So the way you enter is like you go up through here. Looks like we're missing our mailbox. That's fine. We can keep that one for now. Oh no, I have this one. I don't know why it gave us this one too, because this is a mailbox, but whatever. You know The Sims. I'm pretending this isn't, like, this lot part isn't part of her property because I didn't want to do anything with it. So she's got this amazing pool outside and walkway. We have the waterfall pool too. And then when you enter her floor plan, I'm so proud of it. Like, this is one build that I am just so proud of. And it honestly didn't even take me that long, which is wild. So this is the entry room. It reminds me of some places I went to in New York, even though this is a San Francisco inspired house. I noticed, when I built this, I looked at a lot of online houses for San Francisco, and they really love mid-century modern in San Francisco. Like, no joke, it's everywhere. So I kind of tried to bring that into translation so that you have these kind of like dated things that kind of feel very retro and 70s, but with that modern millennial beige overtones. I have her like a little art gallery here because maybe she is into pottery and painting. This dining area is actually one I'm crazy proud of. Like, you step over this thing. This is a poster that I framed with black wallpaper. So I did black wallpaper on these two panels and then columns. And then I put this little nook thing right there. And honestly, so proud of it because it looks like a painting or a photo instead of a poster. So that is her dining area and I really love it. This bathroom, I mean, it's just a bathroom, but we have some Asian inspired art in there. Going into the dining room, like perfect view, curtain paneling all the way across, little bar area because like she is a girl's girl. She probably has her friends over all the time. Like, I think she's the one who always hosts dinner parties. You know what I mean? So she has a little bar, and on this side of the bar, we have a walk-in butler pantry with the dishwasher, the microwave, the coffee maker, and some cabinets in. So I'm super proud of that. The kitchen over here has, you know, the grocery bag so we can order groceries, our little thing to do recipes with this on this island. We have the nano trash can, a bulletin board, so that way if she wants to have some hobbies, you know, we have access to hobbies in this build if you guys want to download it. Everything again is CC free. This is the galley kitchen. Even though it is kind of open, it's still kind of galley like. We have a coffee maker. Obviously there's food around because when I uploaded this to the gallery, I was play testing it. And then I did this kind of little stove area. And then to go upstairs, you're going to go back through the main house into this like entryway where we have everything we need, and then up these stairs, which I thought was a really fun thing because you could always turn this house into apartments if you wanted to. Although I'm avoiding apartments until I know for sure that the game is not broken with apartments. Okay. So when you come up to the landing, you will land here. Obviously, it's a landing. And it takes you right to the next stairs, or you would come down this little pathway. So there's this glass pathway right here where this is like her catch-all. This is more your living level. These go into her bedroom, which I thought was a really cool way of like having light all the way through the house. And then we have like a little entertainment area over here, which we have to have some privacy for if she wants to do some curtains, but it's still like really bright and pretty. I loved this entertainment area with our fireplace and our TV. So I was really proud of that. And then you can continue to go around. We have a little book nook and mirror check. And then right here, a skill. So right here, I put the chess table. And then this goes out to the patio. I'll show you her room after I show you the patio. And look at her view. Like even on a foggy day, it's so beautiful. We have a little barbecue out here, a little table for barbecue, and then outdoor entertainment. So this is that second level to the house. And let's go back to her room. Come on. I don't know what makes it go faster or slower, I swear. So her room, I gave her this like netting that I'm pretending is like privacy as well. So we have a little bit of like industrial Western room with that mid-century still. So I used this bedspread and I feel like I tied it in really well with the curtains and the rug and this table at the end. I think these are two tables I did side by side. Yeah. And some knickknacks here and there. So this is her room. And then you'll step up into a walk-in closet, but I used a wardrobe instead. And then just the racks over here. I really love this piece. This is one of my most favorite pieces. So that, and then you go into her bathroom. This is her master bath. So that would be her sink area. And then a toilet and a little pantry thing. Sorry, I don't like the way the camera was doing the bird's eye. And then her shower, I'm really proud of this, is 2 glass windows and an archway. And then it's a double shower, if you guys can see. It's like 2 showers right here. And then I gave her the starlight ceiling. So I was really proud of that build feature. Now we're going to go up one more stair. This is a 4-story house, guys. So if you enter the stairs, oh, sorry, guys, you will enter through here and go straight into this area. So this area, we have her workout equipment because, you know, she wants to be she has a bodybuilder soul aspiration, but she's still an artist as well. So like this is where she does her morning runs, even when the weather is bad. She's got a yoga mat. She's well traveled. I really like the texture I did on the walls. I felt like it was very interesting. And then over here is like where she would do her work because I feel like she's freelance. A freelance artist, and we have, you know, her little supply closet there, and then in here is where she would paint. So I feel like, you know, she does some painting throughout everything and has like a side hustle of photography maybe as well. I gave her a bunch of skills. Like she likes art, she likes painting, photography, and she loves working out. You know, she's allowed to have multiple interests, but this is also like a lounge area for like anyone waiting. And through this room is a pottery studio, if that's something like she does in her free time. And then it has like a mini library as well. And I put a workshop thing in here too, because I was using her to do the nature quest that we've had going on. So then there is, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so bad at this. This is kind of like blends in this wall, but it is a bathroom. I'm really proud of this bathroom. Let me see if I can show you. Might be easier if we do it this way, but it has a tub, you know, some counters, and then I love doing the private toilets ever since Snowy Escape gave me that idea. And then if you go back into this main corridor, there is this upstairs through a ladder. And this is like her cool entertainment area for her friends, her really cool one. So this is like the lounge area. It's just a landing room with 3 doors. One door goes to this jet bathroom that's like a little bit more spa-ish. And again, a private toilet. And then the other one goes outside to her balcony, which just has a chair. And then it goes to this other side with the doors, but there is nothing out here because I didn't want anything on the front. But then this is the main entertainment room. I really love it. I love the contrast in here. Lots of brown warm tones with some plant life. And then another entertainment table. So if everybody was like, you know, having a little card game or something fun. I mean, obviously Sims can't play cards on that, but in real life you could, you know what I mean? So that was my inspiration for this build. And that is Bryce. So we're going to go back to Manage World and plop down my next build and family that I built in my spare time during the week on my laptop. So I'm really excited to show you guys everything because I didn't record everything. Honestly, so since I can't, like, I do all my recording at night. I told you guys that. So if I'm tired and I don't have time to do it, I don't have time to do it. But during the day, whenever I'm like out and about, sometimes I can bring my laptop and do builds and make characters. So I think that's going to be a good way for us to knock out a lot of like this save file too. So this is my San Sequoia Suburban. And I want to make sure this is my final copy because I had to upload it so many times because I added more and more things. This looks like I need to find the lot. Where did it go? Maybe right here? I think it went right here. It could have went right there, but I think it went right here. Or right there. Does it tell me where I originally placed it? Because that would be so helpful. I placed it on a 30 by 20. That's a 40 by 20. This is a 30 by 20. That's a 30 by 20. So it could be either one of these. It might be this one, but let's do this one. Oh no, the pirate ship. It's this one. Okay, so we're going to do it furnished. Yeah, I don't blame you. I used to that's why I have so many challenges. And when I'm not in the mood to do one, I'll take a pause because sometimes with The Sims, you just get bored. Even with challenges sometimes because it can be like, you got to remember, I watch everything twice. So I play it and then I watch it and then I have to watch it after it's uploaded. So technically I'm experiencing each episode I make 3 times. That can get really boring. And when I need a break, I need a break. So although I do miss all my challenges right now because it's been so long since I've actually got to sit and play The Sims. So I'm actually really excited. Okay, so next thing we need to do is find my character that the family actually that moved. I don't know if I made a family for this house. I know this is the final couple, live in this house. Do they live in, which house do they live in? They either live in this house. That's one kid's bedroom. I think they live in this house. And this is a big family. I don't think I made them a house. I think I was working on their house. And then so I don't have anyone who lives in this house or the one I just uploaded. So I'll just quickly show you guys this house. We can make, after I put everybody down, we can make the person who lives in this house. So just get ideas now. Oh man, I messed up. Not right now. I want to put all my finished work into my save file before we create anything. I wanted to show you guys. Actually, you know what? Let's just finish putting. Then I'll show you and then we'll make someone who lives there. Okay. So the next one is this house. Did I upload the final version with the baby room? I don't know if I did. Okay, so this one goes here. I say unconvincingly. It either wait, duh. I need to read what it is on. I keep forgetting. Okay, this one was built on a 30 by 20. Okay. Let's go ahead and evict them because they're not going to stay. Is that a 30 by 20? I do think they're either here or not there. The 40. Is this a 30 by 20? It could be here. I could have placed it here. I feel like it's here. Okay. I wish I paid attention to where I placed them. It's just been so long since I've opened that. But this one is actually, it's in a suburban area. All right, let's try here. And if it looks weird, I'll move it. Because I want it exactly where I built it. Because that's what I had in mind for it. I meant to log onto my laptop and check where I placed all the builds before I did. But I really haven't had any time. Like, my life has been so busy lately. And I just really I just need a break. Kind of been really hectic and crazy. And then I feel like we're still go, 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 go for the rest of the month until summer's over. And then I have a really busy bridal season. So it's just even though 2025 has been rough, I've been so busy. It's insane. So this is a couple. They both have, well, I'll introduce you to them after I put them in their house. Okay, Control Shift C, free, real estate on. Okay, let's get them in their house. I'm feeling like this might not be where it's supposed to be. Stress myself out. All right. So the backstory was this couple met in like Hollywood or what is the name of the place? Del Sol Valley. They met in Del Sol Valley. One is a beginning actor, but has a little bit of fame. And then the other one is a beginning musician. And they moved out to San Sequoia. This is not where I built the house. Okay, I need to move it because the houses fit the area where I built them. So they moved out to San Sequoia to start a family. So they built like this really super brutalistic. It's so brutalistic. This house is very, very like unwelcoming, artsy, like cold, but they built this like artsy house in this family suburb because they want to start a family, but they have this like certain style. I'm pretty sure I built it right here. Is this a 30 by 20 as well? No, that's her house. But yeah, I think it's right here. Or it's right here. Let's do here. I'll just put it everywhere and we'll see which one looks right. But basically, they moved out here to San Sequoia to start a family, but they're not too far away from Del Sol Valley in my mind. So they can still like work on projects whenever they're contracted to do acting or be a musician and perform. But they wanted more of a family environment to raise their son, that they had a science baby, and it's literally the cutest little baby ever. So let us keep clicking that, and it's annoying me. Hate this shopping cart. It's like, I don't want to see that in the game. All right, let's move them to the right house location, and we'll see if this is it. I think it is. But they're super cute and super sweet and in love and all that fun jazz. I believe they're married. If not, they're engaged to be married. So I need to double check. We look at their family tree. Remington is their son name. So this is Whitney and this is Heather. I don't know if they're married. Sweethearts, they're engaged. Okay, so if you know, when we're playing our save file, yes, this is where I built the house. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted it to be like they bought this property in this like normal suburbs and then built this like really weird, interesting house here on the corner by the docks. Because you know how like you've ever been, I don't know, I feel like I randomly will see like odd houses in like a middle of a bunch of normal houses. So this one, I hate that it's like cloudy and gray here, but it is. So it's super brutalistic. Like the freaking middle of the house is glass and they have a toddler. That's crazy, right? I mean, an infant. They have this high-tech greenhouse with the Eco-Life planters, an outdoor fire pit with these like rocks and stone, little water catcher because they're very eco-conscious. But like this is all, I'm pretending it's like recycled concrete that they made their house out of. Okay. If I could stop bouncing, that would be great. So we're going to go in to their house, which I don't know. I really like this style. I would never live in a house like this, but I feel like it's kind of easy to build. So, they love, you know, underwater pictures. That's what I decorated their whole house with. And this is their main living area. So you would kind of walk right into it, very black and white and gold. This is like their catch-all area, one for each person, I like to think. And then you would go into, come on, let's go this way. This is like a little bar cart. I don't know. I like this house. It's different. I feel like it's so different from the last one I just showed you guys. A little sitting area. This is their bathroom, I believe. And it is a full bath because, yeah, this is the only one in the house. So this, I gave them a huge kitchen. For some reason, when I was building this house, I thought one of them was a cook, and then I forgot they're both not cooks. So I gave them this really industrial kitchen. This whole house was inspired by me doing this kitchen. And then we have an entertainment dining area. Of course, we have our little high chair, more underwater art, kind of livening up the place with plants, not overly, but like with art, in-game pictures. This is, oh, I did do it. Okay, good. So this was a meditation room, but they converted it into their toddler room. Doesn't it look like a prison because of how like concrete it is? But they needed a place for their kid, you know? Hang on a second. If I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I'm missing a, oh no, I moved the door. Okay. Originally there was a doorway here. So this is their toddler room. Now there's a doorway that leads into this office here. And it's just very industrial. I did their desk back to back. One has a laptop, one has a PC, for their gigs and anything they need to do auditions for. This is their bedroom, which again, this is one of those things, not my style, but I'm super proud of it. I think it looks very interesting. And then they have this beautiful homey view that kind of has some privacy, but then they can also see a park. We have the toddler play mat there too to work on their baby skills. And then double wardrobes. So that's the house. I really like it for them. And I think they're like that quirky new couple that it's like everybody around them is like, well, you have a baby and a house with a glass roof. That's so crazy. But then so them. So that's who they are. Whitney and Heather. And their son, Remington, which was a cute randomized name. I loved it so much. I was like, yes, we can keep that. Now, other things I built while we've not had live stream in a while was, thank you. This is a double house. You could either play 8 Sims, 4 living in each house, or however you want to split it up, or you can turn these into apartments and have them as 2 separate houses, but it's meant to be like suburban homes. They're the same house, but different colors. This was built on a 30 by 20. So do I have, how many more 30 by 20s I have? This is a 30 by 20. That's a 30 by 20, but I don't think it was built there. I think it's this one over here. So let's place that one down. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I was really able to knock these out. A lot of these I built in less than 2 hours, and I really just like knocked them out in the middle of the day when my kids were like having lunch or like taking naps. I was like, okay, I can do a little bit because I can't really film an episode sometimes of like a series in that time because of how long it takes me to like set it up, and then I'll be talking. But if I'm just straight building, I can get a lot done. So this one we didn't build families for, so I did it again. I'm so annoyed with myself. Anyways, that one I didn't build families for, so I'll show you at the end. And okay. Next, I have this build. This is built on a 50 by 40. So where do we have a 50 by 40? Right there or right here? I think it's right here. All right, so I'm going to have to evict this family out of their house. Open the gallery, get that house back. And I do need to double check the room situation. We have a bedroom here and a bedroom there. This is a study. This is a master bedroom. And I think this is a workout office. Okay. Yeah. So I need to make sure I'm putting the right family in it. Sorry, I zoned out for a second. I was outside for 2.5 hours before I got home, and it's so hot today. It's like 95 where I am, so very uncomfortable. Yeah, so I built them and I did little quick build videos, but I know a lot of people didn't watch them. But I built them for this save file. But I still like to share what I make. I don't really care how many people watch them. You know what I mean? So this family, this is that girl from I renamed her. She's like the New Beginnings girl in the cottage living world. I changed the way she looks. Also, a whole family, no CC, no anything. Now, again, when I put them into my game, they will end up getting eye overlay and skin overlay automatically because I have that in my game right now. But this is what they'll look like if you download them to your game. But they're about to look a teeny bit different because of the default eyes. So, free real estate on, and then let's move them in their house. I'll quickly show you their house and how it fits them and stuff. So I kind of took that she's from the cottage living world vibe and made this like, it's kind of like a McMansion and it has a farmhouse style, but it's not a farmhouse, if that makes sense. It's like this house is too nice to have farmhouse style, but that's what it has. So this is Candace. And I kind of think I left her in the same outfit. I might have changed her top. This is Sterling. This is their daughter, Crystal, and her twin sister, Holly. They are so cute. And this is their McMansion. It really gives that like squished tiny mansion vibes. Like it looks so big. They have solar paneling, a nice like outdoor area. They have bikes, more outdoor seating, a cheer mat for when the girls get bigger, a swing set over here because, you know, San Sequoia is very family friendly. They have a pool. I'm proud of this outdoor area. I have like a nice little pizza grill, fireplace, grill right here, and then like an outdoor seating area and all their trash dumpsters. They live near the eccentric family over here too, so that's kind of funny. It's like they have the two. I mean, their house kind of blends in with the other houses. It's just the McMansion version. So I'm excited to properly show you guys them. So this one has like that farmhousey wallpaper, but it's like too new, right? So we have like our pumpkins for if it's fall and our shoes and then, you know, our little stairway. I put some like little rabbits right here and there. And, you know, a catch-all for the dining table. I mean, the whatever, this little table for the mail. We have some art lockers and a workshop. Oh, no, this is the gym. No, it's not. Okay, it's just an art table. But one of them can do scouts. We have a drawing pad and more artistic supplies. Although I like to think they just kind of do this and they have a piano here. I like to think they homeschool their kids in this house in San Sequoia. So they kind of like use this as like the art room for the kids. And they have like maybe grandma's old piano or something. So this is the kitchen. I didn't do any ceilings in here. Very old school, but I feel like they did it on purpose. Like it didn't come this way. They built it to look this way. We have this huge, like for no reason, because I didn't know what to put here, this huge bar seating. And then we have another table over here. So I like to imagine they like to entertain. We have tons and tons of like, chest. We have the globe, obviously is for drinking, but like again, I'm pretending they homeschool. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like whenever and it kind of like when you're developing their personalities, like I keep saying, I feel like they homeschool. That's why I like gave them like a mini library, because maybe the girls are 12 and they've been homeschooling them since they were 6. So you would like have a lot of stuff. I personally homeschool, so I would know. And this is a little TV area, but I also thought they could sit here and do arts and crafts and all that. So, and then it leads outside. Upstairs, they have this like more old school kind of landing area. And I feel like it goes with the house because it's so eccentric. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the landing area. This is the landing area, which is like so ornate and bougie for no reason. I have a family card table in the middle, another bar cart, and then like the chore thing. This is the parents' bedroom. And I really went with that more like homey, old, old style. I like every house to feel like each family decorated it. So this is based on like what they like. And then, a standard terracotta bathroom. This is one of the girls' rooms. I kind of did like one's, nighttime and one's daytime vibes. So this little girl has a computer. Maybe she likes to write stories. And then this one has like an imagination play tent, and maybe she really likes space. This is a family lounge room, kind of like a den area around the fireplace. Again, I kind of have like old world nods. Maybe that, like I said, Candace is from the country and really wanted her house to represent the things that she loved about like homes she grew up in. A record player, some instruments, again, and friendship bracelet thing. Again, like I said, I like to imagine they're a homeschool family. So a little bit of a gym weight situation for the parents just thrown into the spare room, and then a little home office for the parents as well. And then that is the entirety of the McMansion. As for the parents, I don't know if I gave them jobs. I did not, but he wants to be like a tech guru, and then she is in marketing. So she probably does like homemade jams and whatever for the kids. Thank you. I want every house to feel like a story. So this one would have been one they built. Meanwhile, some of the houses are like ready-made houses. You know what I mean? Okay, so save and go manage world. And like I said, I have 3 other houses I just put down that I have to show you guys, but we don't have people to live in them. So maybe we'll make them tonight. I need to see how many more I have to place down. I don't think I have too many more. So this is my fairy house that I just made for fun, but I don't think it goes in San Sequoia. This family doesn't have a house, but they need to be in my world somewhere, so I'll come back to them. This family lives in this house that I've uploaded 100 times because I was playing and I changed it, and I really had fun with them. So Parkside Place, I think, goes right here or here. I think it's here. I'm almost certain. There. Okay. Basically, I know it looks like the building around it. So if it doesn't look like the building around it, it's not in the right spot. And I was working on another house, but I never finished it because I got uninspired really fast. So, and I'm not in the mood to build. And I'm not even really in the mood to do casts. I kind of just want to play. So I would like to like play these families a little bit and introduce you guys to them. but I did all of this on my laptop, so I wanted to make sure I put my builds in my save file because I spent so much time building them. All right, so the family that lives there is the co-parent couple. They are not compatible at all, but they have this child together, and they bought this old house that, hang on. They bought this building that used to be an apartment building, and the bottom level was offices, and they transformed it into a house because it was really affordable. I don't think this is the right lot. Crap. Okay, actually. Okay, hang on a second. Dang it. I wish I would stop doing that. All right, where did I place this? This is on a 30 by 20. Right here, because this is not a 30 by 20. Okay. Yeah. That one is mine. This one, did I build it here? I hope I didn't, because that is Auntie Carrie's house, but I can always give her a new house. I have a feeling I might have built it down here, but no, I think it's here. Okay, you know what? Let's just take a wild stab in the dark. All right. Hi, Bree. Thank you for being here. I'm just adding the builds I built on my laptop to my world in San Sequoia, and I was like kind of lightly touring them. I know I did videos of them, but the videos aren't the best quality because I did it on my laptop. So we're lightly touring them. I'm telling you guys why I made the choices I made, because I chose not to do voiceovers in those videos. And then I'm showing you the families I made for them. And then I have 3 houses I built, which I haven't built families for, and I have 1 family I didn't build a house for. So, all right, yes, I think this is the right spot. All right, let's get that family back out. Where are they at? So yeah, again, they're not compatible at all, but they have a child together. Free real estate on. All right, let's move them into their house. And they're kind of like stuck living together. So let me show you guys this family. One is a tattoo. The guy is a tattoo artist. And then the girl, she basically when they bought this property, it was an old business at the bottom, like offices, and then the upstairs was 2 apartments. Is this correct? Hang on. No, this is not correct. Dang it. Okay. Kind of like it here though, but it doesn't fit the vibe of the world. Okay, that's not where it goes. All right, let me find the right 30 by 20 because I want it in the right spot. I think it's in Aunt Carrie's house. I think that is the right spot for it. Come on. Let me go to Aunt Carrie's house and see, because I don't want to place this house everywhere. I need to figure out where I put it. I know it's in San Sequoia. I think it should be. I wish it would tell you what lot it was built on. Come on. Load, 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 load. Lagging. All right. Nope, it wasn't built here either. Go to manage worlds. I want to put it because it looks like that. I built it to look like the buildings around it. So I want it to make sense. All right. This is a 40 by... Okay, let me read it again. Parkside Place. Oh, maybe I didn't rename it. Okay, it's a 30 by 20. All right. This is not Parkside Place. That is not Parkside Place. This is it. Oh, I had it in the right spot. It must be a bigger lot than I thought it was. I'll bulldoze that later. Okay, where are they at? Where's the family? It didn't look right there, though. Oh, wait, no. It says Parkside Place because that's where I... No, my brain didn't work right. I think it's right here. Maybe I got rid of the library? Where's the 30 by 20? Not this one. Because, okay, let's go and look actually. This is a house I didn't have people for, so I'll show you guys the houses. It's 2 houses. Maybe I put this one in the wrong spot. I don't know. I feel so lost. Oh, yep, this is where it goes. Okay. So the other one goes here, but I'll still show you guys this one. See how it looks like all the neighborhood houses? Basically I have it where they share a pool. The houses are exactly the same except for I changed the colors of the outside. This one, you know, an art, like I have like art, little computer area, and it's like got white walls still because the family like just moved in and they really haven't done too much. This is what their kitchen looks like. Everybody has a back deck area. It's super generic, nothing crazy. Room for family memories. This one is super generic. We have like a little landing space. These are really tight houses. So this is the stairway, leads to a bathroom here. Nothing special, just a builder grade, and another full bathroom here. Oh, I'm sorry. Master bedroom. This one's black and sleek. And then it goes to that bathroom. And then we have 2 bedrooms here. This is like a gaming kids room. It could be a teenager, could be a kid. Doesn't really matter. Super gamey. And this is a girl teenage room. And then on this side, we have they haven't moved in all the way yet. So they haven't, done their furniture, their dining or anything like that. They don't have outdoor stuff. And then upstairs though, so they have moved in. They're just not done like getting the place ready. So they're obviously, I'm saying that this family moved in with less items. So that's why they don't like have everything yet. Their house is the same but different colors. So this is the master bedroom. Again, goes to a bathroom, and this person I'm gonna say is like a psychic. So that's like their job, which is why like maybe they have less because maybe they're a scammy psychic, not a real psychic, or what? Maybe they are real and just not sought after or whatever. They're a psychic. That's the mom's job. So this is where she works. And then she has a teenage son. So we have like, teenage things in here. And I want the story to be is like this teenage boy has a crush on this girl, but he's like the bad boy and she's like the super girly girl. So that's the story I want for the people who live here. I think it'd be really cute. And this girl either has a younger sister or brother who lives in that other room. And this is like a single mom with like a teenage boy who won't listen to her. So that is this family, but their house is in the wrong spot. Because actually I remember there was a playground in the back. So I need to find the right spot for it. I'm so annoyed with myself. I wish I checked. I'm so glad you made it though. Thanks for being here. Super exciting to have like the Sims Club team all back. So maybe their houses go here. And I know this house goes here now. It could also go here. I'm going to peep the world out and look at them before I plop everything down. Because I know. So we could build maybe both of those families today, or at least one of them. I have to get off by a certain time. Okay, so this is where I built my fairy house. I'm not going to put a fairy house here, but that's where I built my fairy house. Okay. I got to figure out where I built the crap. I'm so annoyed with myself. I keep saying that. I'm sorry. I really am. I was trying to I should have done my homework before I hopped on today. Thank you for liking that story, though. You know me, I'm a storyteller. Like, that's where the core of this channel is like, I play Sims different than other people. So I don't think I built anything here. So that's fine. I'm wondering, what does this neighborhood look like? I have OCD too. So even though I can technically put these houses down wherever they fit, I want them exactly where I built them because I was planning everything in my head. No, I didn't build them here. I'm starting to think that Brutalist house was actually here, though. But it can stay there. It's fine there. Yeah, I think the teenage... Like, I think that one will be so cute. And I'm hoping we'll get bands. Because maybe he can have, like, a garage band. Even though I don't have a garage on those houses. Okay, so let me just... Right here is where the business goes. So I need to put this house down in the right spot. I'm really excited to show you guys this house too. So let's put that down in the right spot. And then I need to move the family over there. Where did I build these double houses? Come on, game. Go faster. This is like the one downside of doing it off camera is still having to place them down. I should have done it when you guys family. All right, this is where their house goes. Because it looks like the business next to it. That's why I did what I did. All right, so they live there. This is a 50 by 40. The 30 by 20, it's probably right here. Okay. So the two houses... Video has a tan house on the left and the bridge in the background. Okay. Okay. And for the boys next door house. Okay. That's the one I'm trying to... Okay. And I named it 3637 Willow Lane, built on 30 by 20. So it is probably this house because that would be the bridge in the background. Okay. Yeah. It's probably right here. Awesome. Thank you for checking. Oh my gosh. That was so nice. Did I put it in the right spot? We'll find out. I think this is it. Because I remember looking over here like I want more houses over here. So I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. Because technically, like, no, I know I built the fairy house over here. I guess the bridge could be here too, but these are all in the right spot. Unless it's here, but come on, let's load. All right. Let's quickly check. And if not, I'm going to leave it. I'll give up if this is wrong. Because I want to show you guys that business converted to a house. I think I mean, I'm really proud of it. So, because every house is different. Some of these houses look like houses. This isn't right. Dang it. Why did I think this was right? 36 Baylen Place. You know what? I wonder if that's Aunt Carrie's house. Remember Aunt Carrie is... Whatchamacface? Do we think it's her house? Oh, Victor. She is not Johnny Zest, Jay Gusto's aunt. Yes, this is... Okay, you were right. I get what you're saying. We did it! We found where it went. Okay, I found it now. I'm so happy I found it. We'll put it in the right spot. Place it down. Open the gallery. Now everything will be where it goes because this is the last one that needed to be placed down. And it goes right here. Ew, I gotta kick Aunt Carrie out of her house. Sorry, Aunt Carrie. We'll give her a new house. She can live somewhere else. I hope I never remodeled her house. Did I ever remodel her house? I don't think I did. I'm nervous that I did. I really don't think I did. I'm nervous. How do I evict again? I totally forgot. Duh, right there. But this is where it goes. I know. I want more properties. I can't even express how mad I get. Okay. So I'm going to put that in the right spot, and then everybody else will be. So this is the only people I don't have a house for that I built this big family for. So I was working on their house. I never finished it because obviously it would be a really big house, and I just wasn't finishing it yet. But whenever I get their house done, we'll place it down. So let me put this in the right spot. And we don't have anyone for that house. Okay. So I aged it. I aged up the kids. And I don't think I remodeled it. If so, I deleted it. So who cares, right? Oopsie daisy. I want to give her a different house anyways. If that, whatever she had, she no longer has. All right. So that goes there. I'll bulldoze this later. So this is correct. This is incorrect. So this area, I still have 3 builds to do. This is all the way done. So this is all the way done. This, we don't have a family to live in this house. So I didn't show you guys it. So I'll quickly show you guys it as well. So I need to make a family to live in this house, a family to live in those 2 other houses. Or we can leave them as open houses to move into. So we can always do that too, except for the 2 houses, those have a story. This one, I don't really have a story for. So we can say it's like a builder grade house, although we have some already outdoor activities because I want a family to live here. So I can choose later. No, I think I'm going to have to build somebody because I remember now. Okay. So this is our walk into the living room type of house. Landing zone, family pictures, tons of rooms for that kind of stuff. Kitchen area, just very cozy. Trying to maximize space. Lots of family picture room area. And then they have, you go outdoors. They have all this entertainment outside, and they can walk over to this park. And then I feel like the people who bought this house bought it because of these bathrooms. Like, they loved these bougie bathrooms. I don't know. I feel like they're bougie. So they are kind of more done up than the rest. Because, I mean, like, when you think about it, you don't really have a living room. You're walking straight into the living room. And you have a kind of a medium-sized kitchen, but a super tiny dining room. But, like, I feel like this person loves self-care. So when they walked into the bathroom, they were like, oh, I love this house. And then this is the master bedroom. I got these off of the gallery. And they're not CC. They're paintings of CC. So that's really cool. Little fireplace. I feel like the person who lives here is a digital artist. I wonder if I did make them and I didn't upload it to the gallery. Because I feel like I know who lives here. And the parent who lives here is like really big into their alma mater, and they want their kids to be like good at everything. So we have one kid in Scouts, and then this is like the family little lounge room. And this is the teenage daughter's room. I want her to like really be Mrs. Popular, into everything, successful, the it girl. There's an outdoor little seating area. Oh, and I was so proud of this kids' room because, hey. Yes, life has been crazy. Thank you for being back. Yeah, it has been crazy. I haven't it's been so crazy. But I was really proud of this room because I've never made a kids gaming room before. So I used like all these like little things. to make this like kids gaming room. So I don't think I made this family, but I imagined the family who lived here. And then I love a Jack and Jill bathroom moment. So again, I did that same like super luxury bathroom up here. Honestly, this one's more luxury than the parents' one, but since they're sharing it, you know me, I like when I can do a toilet that's separated, I will do that. So I don't know if it's girl, boy, girl, non-identifying children. It doesn't really matter. But this is kind of like the family I had in mind when I built this. So I have one more build to show you guys and one more family for you guys to meet. And then we can decide, I'll have you guys vote. Do you want me to build the family for the house I just showed you? The family for the single psychic mom and the rock star son? The family that's the girl next door, the little sibling, and the parents for this house over here, because these are 2 houses. Or, so that's 3 things. The family for this house, or this house. I don't want to start on the build for that other family because they are an 8 sim family, and I don't want to do a house that big right now. Or we can play this family for a little bit. This family's chaotic, so you guys kind of vote. I'll do, since I think we have 3 people in chat. It says I have 30 viewers. But if anyone wants to chime in, let me know. Since we have 3, we'll just say the best 2 out of 3. So yeah, meeting this family now that their house is in the right area. See how this building kind of like these office buildings look? I kind of wanted to do that kind of vibe over here. So it's kind of like a downtown area that's like, the way I'm seeing it is like this couple, they had a son. They didn't have a lot of money, but together they pulled together their life savings to buy this old office building to convert into a house. But it also came with this park property that they got to refurbish. It was torn down, but I did play this, as you can tell with plates. I actually played this for a little while. And the family is actually well off. The businesses do great. But I'm going to say they moved here because they couldn't afford a regular house. So they chose, and they're a new family having a baby. So they chose to remodel this building. And originally this building was like offices, but they kind of squared it off into their, so the dad is a tattoo artist at night. So this is his business room, super small, super tight. We left the original brick because it was easier and they don't really care. This is their living room of their house. And then they have this big old kitchen, because I like to think that was like a part of their original building, was this like kitchen. A little bathroom here, nothing crazy. Like this is just like they moved in and had to turn these offices into houses. And then I wanted upstairs to feel like apartments. So this is like one apartment and this is one apartment, and they would be studio apartments, right? So maybe a shared kitchen space downstairs. So this one became their toddler's room because it was the bigger one. So we have like a full bath in here, but nothing crazy. And the bathroom door is on the outside. So I'm going to say they moved it. And this is the, the little toddler room and all the little things for the toddler. I'd like to think that the dad who tattoos does this. Okay. I kind of agree with you, Susan. I really want to do them too. And then this is their shared room. The family, the mom. Oh yeah. The mom also, she writes music, but she kind of does that as a side hustle. It's not like really something she has a lot of time for, being, a young mom, but she makes a passive income owning this park and renting out their property to vendors. So we have like a bathroom here, because I like to think this is like, they own this property, but it's technically like public access. So anyone can use it, but this vendor, like everybody pays them. And they open this park during the day and families will play, and it's like a safe park, and they can barbecue and they can order food and they have access to the bathroom. And then at night, the dad tattoos. So Jagger is the dad's name and the mom's name is Avery and the son's name is Brody. And the couple, he's like really needy and jealous. Look, he can't even hold his kid right. He's really needy and jealous. and she kind of just can't be bothered to entertain his neediness. He's just so needy. And, she liked him for a little while, but she's fine living with him and raising a son with him. They aren't the best parents, and they're probably going to end up being co-parents. But right now, hang on. I do need to fix everyone's money, but I can go in and do that later. Right now, they're kind of stuck in this property. So it actually does make really good money. On my laptop, I really got into them, and I played them for quite a while. And they made like 100K really, really, really fast. So this property business idea does very well. So eventually I'm thinking, the mom might turn this like studio apartment into a space for her and the kid, and the dad hangs out here, and they just co-parent together, living in the same building. So that's kind of their vibe. So I hate that I did that. As you guys saw, that was, 5 or 6 very different builds for San Sequoia. That's kind of the vibe of the lore I'm building for San Sequoia. And I'm honestly really proud of it because I feel like everybody's house is different. We have some builder grade houses. We have a McMansion that has like that funny farmhouse style that doesn't make sense for the type. Like one of a distant family members I have lives in a McMansion. And their house looks huge, but also feels small. It's very weird. And then when you go inside, it's like really dated fancy decor that is ugly. So that's kind of the vibe I was going for, this like McMansion kind of farmhousey downstairs, because the mom like loves that wallpaper or something. But then upstairs, like that horrendous for no reason, like overly opulent because they felt like it was fancy. So that's kind of the vibes of this house. And then we have that weird brutalistic house that these artsy Cali people built. We have this sleek modern mid-century 4-story house for one sim. Why? Because that's what she wanted. You know what I mean? Like we have this like fun vibe. We have this apartment house right here is where I was building that one family's house, the one we didn't get to add to the game yet. I was building their house there. And, we have our builder grade houses here. So I do think, since you guys kind of feel excited about seeing the people who live in these houses, we'll start with the psychic mom. Like I'm thinking instead of like dark goth spooky psychic, I'm thinking hippie psychic vibes, very stereotypical, that vibe. And then a teenage son who's like, oh, mom doesn't get me. Although he has the best mom in the world who does anything he wants to do. So if you guys are feeling that, let me know. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So let's just add maybe we can do sim via story. So that way we can answer questions. So the mom, let's make her a young adult. Let's say she had her kid super young. She forges her own traditions. Sorry, I'm not reading the questions. For romance, I'm going to say do you think she is quick for romance, or she is like focused on that inner? No, she's totally focused on her inner self and self-love. How do I woo my partner? Let's skip this question. Trip to the grocery store, raw ingredients, or a flower arrangement too. But let's do raw ingredients, I'm thinking. The fridge is broken. Oh, she is going to be calling your repair service. She's not going to mess with that. When she feels, we're going to skip the ocean. I don't care about this one. What kind of home do I want to live in? A family-friendly home, maybe a safe space for her son. What is an important place to me when selecting the place I live? I'll embrace communal living, space to entertain guests, showing off my wealth. None of those things. The first thing I do after a long day of work. I don't like those answers. I'm traveling abroad. She's a thrill seeker. Let's skip the love questions. We do not want a pet for her. Werewolf, vampires, aliens are subjects that require thorough investigation. That is totally her. How do I approach relationships with others? Help them work through their problems, because she's going to do the psychic thing. How close? I don't care about that. I don't care about that. How do I get by in life? I mooch off of friends. I borrow things. No. I found an ancient relic of some kind. What do I do? Keep it, sell it. It belongs into the museum. She's going to keep it. There are some things I want, but I can't afford. What do I do? Save my money for it, trade for it. That kind of feels like her vibe. Okay. So this is the base they're giving us for her, our hippy dippy. I mean, it says she wants to be a extreme sports enthusiast. Maybe she just maybe she likes rock wall. Maybe she likes, climbing and wants to climb the Mount whatever, but that's like a life dream. She doesn't have to live in Mount Kamarabi to have this aspiration. It could just be like she likes extreme sports, but she can still be hippie and all that. I think I can change it. Never mind, doesn't matter. So the career they gave her is a romance consultant. That's so funny. Maybe she does that and like psychic things. Maybe she is like one of those 1-800 psychic hotlines. Hi. Double Rose Twin Sim Gaming. Hey. Thank you for being here. She has El Salvadorian skills. I don't know what this is. Thantology. Faithful Bog. Oh, because it's the new one. Oh, wait, no. This is a Grimm thing. Well, she's interesting to say the least. Like, she's into El Salvador, the Grimm afterlife thing, and a romance consultant. I feel like she's going to do all those, like, little odd jobs, right? Like, thinking her being 50 or 60, we can make her older. That's no problem. We can make her older. Because we don't really have many adult parents, so I can totally do that. I'm gonna delete this guy. I didn't want him. I just wanted to do the questionnaire. So ignore my background. I never changed it from when we did mermaids. Thank you for the super on live stream. That was my first one ever. Thank you so much. That was so nice. And then welcome Double Rose Twin Sims Gaming. Do you do YouTube too for Sims? If so, everyone, make sure you check them out. Okay, so we're gonna, I want her to be like a paranormal investigator. That's what I want her to be, but I love that she has the El Salvadorado, whatever. Salvador skills. I love that she's interested in that archaeology. I love that she's interested in that like bog thing. I mean, I know you can. But comment on my community page so I can make sure I am following you back and supporting you as well, because I want to support people in the community. So let's get back to her. Our quirky, me and my lisp, our kooky person. All right. It came with the spooky, oh, this is an elixir one would be fun, but not for her. Ghost Historian. That's kind of fun. But which one came with the psychic? I'm trying to remember. It was a stuff pack. It's been so long since I played it. I do like the Ghost Historian one. I'll leave it just in case I don't find what I'm looking for. But I'll just click on each one. It's crazy how we only have one animal. That's like, what about horses and stuff like that? I mean, I know they have it here, but why can't we just be like horse breeder or something? Like, give us more. I know it's not a creative one. I cannot think of it. Oh, these are fun. I've never even seen that one. And then obviously I haven't seen the fairy one. I know it's not a food one. What? I thought it was under knowledge. Ghost historian, academic. I could look it up. I'm just... Renaissance Sims actually might be good for the mom too. Nature, crystal crafter, no. I want the one that came with the paranormal stuff pack. I'm assuming it because it's a career. I thought it had a aspiration. Maybe it didn't. Am I crazy? Could be. Sometimes my brain makes things up in The Sims all the time. On the Facebook page, it'll show you like our community post tabs. So let me see if I can pull it up on my phone and show you. So I think if you're subscribing to me, you click on my channel and then it'll say post. So if you let me see. If you slide all the way over where it says like home, video, live, playlist, post. Sims Wiki doesn't have an asterisk. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, Brie, you are saving me today. Yeah, so if you go to posts, it'll show you. I know I need to use Discord more, but since we only have like 5 or 6 people on there, I'm still posting more. Okay, I see you on there. I will make sure I'm following you. I'm about to sneeze and it's not gonna be fun. I hate. Yes. Oh, awesome. You have a lot of subs. Awesome. I'm gonna join you. Hope I don't sneeze. Look into the light. Actually, oh, it made it worse. I thought looking into a light makes you not sneeze. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, thank you for saving me, Brie. We will leave her as a ghost historian. Adventurous is fine. Self-assured, maybe not a foodie, but I want her to like paranormal things. So time to investigate these things that I never pay attention to because I always hit random. I literally always hit random. I cannot, and I just bit my tongue, so I'm just having the best day. Come on, lady. I want you to like paranormal things. Is that not a trait? It probably didn't come with traits either, right? I thought it came with like brave or something. God, I'm making up everything now. I haven't used this one yet on anything. She can be macabre, but I really want her to be hippy dippy and not like dark gothy. Maybe mystical. Supernatural. Yeah, that works because they like a cult. So we can do that. She can be adventurous, self-assured, and mystical. And her name is always going to be randomized. Louise. I already used that name recently. Livingston. All right, Louise. So I don't mind you having peak hair, but I don't like the neutral skin tones with certain hair colors because they're kind of ashen and I don't feel like it matches. So we could either do a cool one in the same. Oh, I like that. So we can do that. And let's just remove your hair for a little bit and do some quick skin details. Yes, I am playing around with CC on her. All right, this one has cheekbones. Let us pop on some lashes next. We're just going to be real quick with her. Nothing crazy. She is a little bit older, so we can give her, well, I don't think, okay, yeah, some fine lines on her forehead. She has got a little bit of discoloration under her eyes to show that aging. We can do a mouth overlay. Ooh, add some depth there. That's really pretty. Let's do some contour. I'm only doing it dark so I can see where it is. All right, that one's good. And do some brightness on the center of the face. All right, she's looking good. That was the fastest I've ever done it. Skin tone. I want to do her body. And I don't mind the body they randomized her with. That doesn't bother me at all. So I want to do maybe some tattoos though. It came with a career branch. Okay, so that's what we will do. We will give her the paranormal investigator career. And then we can say she wants to be a ghost historian. She's adventurous and mystical and self-assured. That's so fun. She's totally like a hippy-dippy psychic. Like so cute. A positive one instead of a macabre one. So a little bit of blush as a tattoo. And then I really want to give her a real tattoo. So maybe we do, where do we want a tattoo? On her chest? Some birdies? No, I want something that really feels. I actually think this is the one she needs. I like that one. Mom was cool. That's what she's like. She was cool before she had her son, you know? All right. Now that I'm happy with her body, and it looks like she likes to have pink hair, but I don't think I want her to have pink eyebrows. I don't think she's like dyeing her eyebrows kind of person. So we'll give her, oh, she's so pretty, some brown eyebrows. And I left her all the way randomized. I didn't change anything. I don't even think I want to pull out her chin. As you guys know, I usually do that, but I actually really like it. Maybe she's got curly hair and she dyes it pink. That could be it. Or loose, boho-y, flowy. Well, not this one because it goes into her boobs. I'm trying to think. This is kind of fun with the braids. Yeah, we could do that one. Do I have another? Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really like her. She's fun. Kind of like the mullet. But I think the braid one, or this top knot, like a good half and half would be fun too, but that's not long enough. Let me see what else there is. Ooh, this might be a fun hair for her. But then her eyebrows, maybe I can pull them down so we can actually see. Yes. What do you guys think? Yes, I'm thinking yes. I think this is really, but I think it also hides her wrinkles, which I kind of liked that she had. Now I'm nervous because I wanted the wrinkles. Maybe I can add more eye bags to kind of give her that extra aging effect. Where's my aging? Oh, there we go. We got 11 lines. We could do that. Or we could do this one where she's got a little bit around her mouth. Yeah. Okay. So we'll add the lines here around her mouth. So you could still feel she's aged. But we have this really fun, I was a cool person before I was a mom hairstyle. All right. I'm loving this lady. I don't even want to put makeup on her. I love her skin. I feel like she's all about that clean beauty vibes. I do think I am going to put her in CC just because Clumsy Alien is so good for that like hippie kind of boho-y vibe. I'm really liking this green. I want to make sure it tucks into the pants I want to put on her. Yes, it does. So this is really fun outfit for her. We could also maybe do this one, although this is probably the one. We'll do jeans. We're very body positive. So, all right, what kind of shoes? Maybe boots, little boots? No, I don't like that. Probably tennis shoes. Something. All right, that's not tennis shoes. What was I doing? This one. All right. So probably just some basics. Just basic tennis shoes with some socks. And I feel like she's going to need lots of jewelry because of like her charms. So I want to use that new crystal creation pack. And I feel like, so you know how we have the pirate sim that sells that kind of stuff? I feel like she's the one buying it. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have time to go out and like do all the crystals, but she definitely buys and wears them. It's fun. I like that. And then bracelets. Maybe like this hand-tied one here. I don't know. No, I don't like that. All right, we got a moon bracelet there. What can I put on this hand? She definitely needs like bangly things, like tons of, like she doesn't care. She wears it for a reason, you know? Or like maybe even like pretend like it helps her with her job. Those are really pretty as well. I think we'll use these carnival-y ones because I don't know when I will use them again. And it doesn't have to be matchy-matchy because she wears them because of like the metal and type of stone it is. So this is her every day, you know, just because she's like you know, bow. Oh, I forgot the lashes will have the freaking. Okay, we got to take her lashes off. She doesn't get lashes from the game. I mean, CC, she gets the game lashes. That's okay. No big deal. It totally gave a different vibe though. All right. That's fine. Honestly, I feel like it adds to her age to kind of have like that really heavy lash. Do I like both of them or no? I hate that. All right. Yep, she looks pretty. All right. So this is her main outfit. And then we will do... Oh, hang on a second. Let's make sure we got those lashes on every outfit. Boom. My most favorite feature ever. Came a little too late. Okay. This is fun. Oh my gosh. And I feel like she would do this and her son would be like, gosh, mom, like, why would you wear that? And she's like, because it's cool. I know this is technically not hippie-ish, but in a way it kind of is because it's a pirate top. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like it, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. All right, let's look at our dresses. I think we have a category I could do that's like boho, right? Yeah, it's such a great feature. What was I doing? Style. Boho. There we go. Let's see what this game considers to be boho. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, all right, this is cute. And I also like the little slippers it put on her feet. Maybe I can change the color. Yeah, that's fun. So this is like her everyday. It is CC, but I don't really care because this is my save file. And then this is her formal. We're still got to put some, you know what? I need to put that. I'm going to just do the same jewelry. So that way it's like her signature pieces. So let's copy her rings to all and her bracelets to all. There we go. Oh, we didn't get the rings. Okay. Hello? Gosh darn. Rings. Copy to all. All right. There we go. There we go. There's Miss Louise. All right. Her athletic. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. I feel like she's got to keep it, right? Let's just change the color to like purple, and the black is fine, honestly. Let's just change her shoe color to purple. All right. That is her vibe. We will take off the accessories for this, obviously. But you know what? This is what she wants to work out in, and I love it. All right. I definitely would wear cowl. She would totally wear cowl. Slippers. And this is just a great set for everybody. So she gets this. Her party, we do want to, you know, keep that boho vibe, even though the game says this is boho, sure. This is really loud and fun, and I feel like she's loud and fun. So we can keep that. I didn't look at her shoes because honestly, if we can't see them, what does it matter? We'll just do those purples. All right. I'm not hating this either. That I'm fine with all of that, honestly. Let's just take off the jewelry for this one. Hot weather. This is kind of fine too. Maybe we can change the color. She's kind of dressed herself. We can take the boho style off. If you like this outfit, you can wear this one. Yellow is kind of fun. Cold weather. Nah, we can change that. Not to this, but... Ooh. Gosh, this is something... I know I have another sim in this, but I feel like she would also rock this. So I just need to... Oh my gosh. Do I have my other sim in this one? I don't know. It doesn't matter if they're wearing the same outfit. This is a cool outfit. Okay. Let's do some... That's too much. That is way too much. That is too holy. I don't know why I'm picking these colors. This is fun, though. She's such a fun lady. I feel like I would totally want to know her once I find the right pantyhose for this outfit. I hate them all. You know what? Let's skip pantyhose. Nobody needs them. And then we'll do these boots, maybe some high socks. That's probably what you need because I don't like any of the pantyhose. What color socks? Pink or white? White is fine. Oh my gosh. Louise is the coolest. I'm so excited. All right, cool, Louise. Let us do your son. Wait, I need to do genetics. Dang it. Goodbye. She was like, no, my opportunity to be a part of the save file. Okay, genetics. Unknown parent. You know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. Gallery, please say I'm online. Okay, cool, I am. How do you spell Gidry? Gidry. You know the ghost? Let me look him up. The one from the paranormal pack. I want to see if someone downloaded him and I'm going to make her have a baby with him, but I'm going to delete him from the game. So it's like his DNA is the baby, and that's why she's obsessed with like paranormal things. You know, the lore. Gidry. The ghost. Sims 4. All right. How do you spell it? Okay, G-U. I dry. Okay. Easy. Gidry. Let's see what we got. Let's do most popular. And let's do households. The game is like, stop changing the filters. All right, let's look at the most popular one. All right, Gidry. All right. This is him as a human. And let's do their babies. Son. Teenage. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's their son. Let us I'm going to change the way he looks a little bit because I want him to look a little bit more like Gidry and less like, he doesn't even look like his mom. He just looks a little different. Okay. So you are going to get mid everything. And let's not have a fashion for you yet. Make sure we didn't lose our hips because all guys in the game lose hips for some reason. And let's remove your hair and your skin details. Let's look at who you are. Okay. Nice base, good genetics, looking good. So I guess I will start with your skin details. Don't like that. This one looks the youngest, so we'll do that one. Do some actually, let's look at these. I like that one, actually. That's a good one. Right, let us do some eyelashes. And, oh, what if he, like, always has a black eye because he's getting into fights? Which one do I like the best? Probably that one. The lore for him. He's always getting into fights. Okay, I think that is fine. Teeth are good. Totally a little bit of facial hair. So like with them being teenagers, I think he's on the older side, about to be more grown. Totally. Actually, I do want to pull his nose out just a little bit and tuck his chin back. Okay. I don't know if I want him to have this kind of hair, or this is probably more the vibe, right? Like, does guitar, or maybe like it's more messy because he doesn't care. Like, whatever hair. Kind of like this too for like, oh gosh, mom, I'm thinking like, so I'm 33, so I'm thinking kind of like emo kid in a band vibe, like very that vibe. So maybe this, because then it kind of highlights his eye even more. I think that's it. All right, I'm decided. Oh, and I think I'm going to give him like piercing blue eyes. I also think his eyes need to be a little bit bigger. Not that big. There we go. All right. Now his style is just like everything kind of rock star-y that we have. So we're going to do red and black. And then style rocker. Easy. This is fun, but also crop top. I don't think he's a crop top guy. This is also really cool. These are even better, to be honest. Like, how much effort is he putting in is kind of what the question is. It's like, how much effort is he really putting into his style? I kind of like this. Like, he just throws stuff on. This one feels like he cares too much with all the patches. Maybe we'll just do a hoodie. Just keep it really like, I really don't care. I'm a guy who just wears hoodies. I don't know. Really don't like the jeans that come in the game. So I'll probably just use these CC ones. Or we could do, yeah, this is probably even better, to be honest. No socks for this guy. He just gets shoes. Some sneakers. Sneakers. These ones. Yeah. Or these ones in black. Look cool. Now we'll just do these regular. All right. Formal. We'll just stick to like this vibe with black pants. I don't want it to look like he's trying too hard because I feel like he just wouldn't care. So that is fine. His athletic wear. Black shorts. Those are too short. Oh my goodness. Probably these. And then a black t-shirt. Just doing a stereotype. Put some black sneakers on. And black socks. Sleepwear. I love the shirt. That's so awesome. We'll do socks and then nothing. And then his underpants, kind of just like, yeah, that's cute. I like that. He did a good job picking that one out. His party wear, I do think maybe he would try a little harder to look cool. So we could do, maybe some boots and this pants, and then maybe that top from Vampire. I don't know. I don't like the crop. I'm not a crop person. Yeah, and wait till he meets the girl next door and then like starts caring a little bit more to get her attention because his parents don't like him. I kind of like the leather jacket a little bit, but I also really like this. Okay, swimwear because they share a pool. That's kind of like the meet cute for them. Is like they share a community pool and all that. So I'm thinking I just want solid black, but I want them to be long. There we go. And yeah, I did like the leather jacket too. But I think we'll like advance to the leather jacket. I think we're gonna start with this. Like where he's like, I really don't care. But he does care, obviously. All right, we'll just stick with the same black sneakers. And wait, why is it? Oh, duh. Like he doesn't try. He just puts the same stuff on all the time. Maybe no socks. And then shorts. The longer ones. I don't like these. Do they have them in all black? We'll do those. And maybe a different shirt. That's fine. And then we'll do the leather jacket for the cold weather wear, or we could do the hooded jacket. No, I think that's too criminally. We'll do the leather jacket for the cold weather wear, and then the same trousers as his party wear. We can copy to cold weather. And then his boots we can copy to cold weather too. So this is his vibe. His last name, what is his mom? Livingston? Ston. All right, what is your name? Not Marin. Gail, Noel, Holton, Brennan, Israel, Sawyer, Elijah, Kingston. All right, what is a name your mom would name you? What is a name your mom would name? Jet. No, no. Angel. Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Like that's kind of like him rebelling against his name. Maybe maybe his name is Angel. Maybe he tells people to call him I don't know. I don't know what a nickname is for him. We'll have to come up with a nickname, but I want his name to be Angel because it's funny. That is really funny to me. He's lazy. I love that, actually. No rancher. But I do like that he got randomized lazy. That's kind of funny. But I don't want him to be a slob. He could be a goofball. That could make him playful. No. I don't want to make him gloomy. Gloomy Sims are annoying. Huh. Loner. He's a lazy loner. And his aspiration would be maybe he I don't really like any of those. Oh, well, he likes music because he does the guitar, so maybe he wants to be a songwriter. Yeah, his middle name. Okay, so we have enough room for a middle name too. Angel Livingston. Let me just Google middle name for a boy named Angel. Middle name for a boy named Angel. This one says Angel Mado. That's kind of weird, right? Because then he could say Angel Ezra, Angel I don't want him to go by Levi. Mm. Angel Xavier. Angel Xavier Livingston. I kind of like that because he can say his call him X, but his name is Angel. You know what I mean? Angel Xavier Livingston. Oh my gosh, that is such a name. I love it. I literally am obsessed. They are modded because the mom is wearing that and she has they have skin details. But if you want to download them, they shouldn't look too different. You can change them however you want. They're still uploaded to the gallery if you want them. So I'm very excited. So I'm not making those two houses apartments. So technically they'll all be in one household when I'm playing them. So I'm not making it an apartment right now because I'm not playing with apartments for like a while. But the idea is that this double house is an apartment. And him and his mom live in one and then the girl next door lives in the next one, but they should still all be under 8 sims, so it'd be fine. And it'd be fun to tell the story and play them both at the same time anyways. It is 11:17 and I was going to get off at 11:30. So I'm thinking that I don't know if I have enough time to make the other family. We might just start that in the next one. I'm going to have her quit her job and we're going to change her job to the correct one. Quit job. And also money. They just bought this house, so we're going to just give them like 4K. And then him, high school C student feels accurate. So this is their house. I really didn't give them any furniture down there, so I could do that. And then I need to, oh God, she's on her period. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, she changed her. I think she's going to cheer in this house on the cheer mat. I don't know where there is a cheer mat in this house. Perform solo routine. Is it upstairs? We have a cheer. Oh, we do have a cheer mat upstairs. This is the teenage girl room. I'd obviously have to lock the house from that house from them and this house from the other family if we did it that way. But this is his room. We can get him like playing some video games, play games, Sims Forever. He can work out and play the guitar. And then his mom can come over here and like work on her mediums. Oh, wait, did I not get the right? Did I not get the right one? Commune with the dead. Okay. Join a career. Oh, look, and she has a picture of Gidry on her wall, and she's got Gidry as a baby daddy for X Xavier. All right. Where is it at? Why did I think it would be easy to find? Okay, let me slow down. Is it under the freelance? Paranormal. It is. Okay. Paranormal. Wait. I don't want to make this house a haunted house, so we'll have to cheat the rewards. I don't have UI modded, but that's how we'll have to do it for her. All right, well, for now, she's just going to work on the skills because I was going to get off in like 10 minutes. But let me know what you guys think of Louise and Angel Xavier Livingston. I also have cameras too because maybe he like likes photography and wants to be like, you know, capture things in life. Commune with the dead. She really needs to work on this medium skill. I could also decorate their house base level because they do need some stuff. They need a couch at least. We could use the basement pack. That would be really fun. Where is it at? Basement treasures. Where are you at? There we go. Thank you. I love them too. I think they're fun. Okay, so I feel like they're not going to paint the walls. I don't think she cares. We're totally going to have this, like, couch here. I feel like we might have some, like, move-in boxes down here still as a vibe. Maybe even a dolly. Like, he helped his mom move stuff in and just, like, left everything. Thank you. I think it's going to be fun, too. Unstable shelf. I actually love that. That's fun. Yeah, so their house is going to, you know, just be different than the one next door, you know? We'll put the couch there. I don't know if... Oh, I feel like that's the couch she has. And then, like, can I set the TV on there? No. Okay, but I want to. No, I don't like that there. What is this? Door. Is that like a little knickknack? Oh, that's funny. Okay. Sell that. We want this guy, I guess. So we'll move this over here. Like maybe they started to unpack, but they're not done with this area. This will go here and it will keep the worn out version. We will put a nice plant. Like they're trying to freshen up the area and enjoy their house. Come on. Don't make me mad. There we go. And then we want the TV. We want the old school TV. The other house has an old school TV too. Maybe they'll bond over that. Games, board games. Yes. Maybe he does play board games with his mom. You know, that she's his only friend. Possibly. Oh, I want this to go there. And then, hey, I said move objects on. You know what? Whatever. I'll forget it for now. Yeah, let's do the worn out chair, like in the middle too. Okay. And then this old family photo here, here. And then we can, I think it has different photos, right? Yeah. So maybe that's her when she was younger, because she has pink hair now. She could have had any color. And then his dad and stuff. And then maybe this is a photo of her when she was little with her mom. That'll be cute. All right. Let us... So I like the basement treasures for their living room. And I'm going to do this curtain like that. And I don't think she cares about things matching. I think she's very eclectic and will not care if things match. Yo, I said move objects on. Don't play with me. Not in the mood today. I guess today is one of those days that it's going to make me type in testing cheats true. I don't usually have to do that because it's usually on. Because I did free real estate. Why do I have to type it in for... What? Okay, there we go. Oh, I feel like this rug actually ties everything in together, and that's hilarious. I mean, obviously not his black chair, but you know what I mean? That's really funny. That's really funny. Why do I feel like she would be the type to leave, like, Christmas decor up all year? I just feel like she would. And maybe she lets him paint in the house. So in their kitchen, maybe she let him paint a mural. That's kind of fun. I like that idea. They need a table for their kitchen. Dining room. Let's do this fun one. I feel like that rug really just tied in the ugly curtains. Well, the yellow curtains aren't ugly in here, but they're ugly in there. I feel like it tied it in with this green couch so good. And then this is supposed to be like an office setup that they never got around to because they just moved in not too long ago. And then we'll do these chairs in different colors because Mama is eclectic. Green. And maybe a fruit bowl. Oh, I feel like she would like this little guy. He's fun. Maybe not on the table. We'll put it over here in the corner of the kitchen. And I don't really feel like she would go out of her way to decorate downstairs because I think she would spend a lot of her time in her office. So, not really feeling anything down here. And boy, was I just hit with a big wave of tiredness. Okay, so this is their built-in kitchen, generic kitchen, where this is where they eat. I don't really feel like they even need, you know, it to be more fancy than that. I don't think they would generally care. Maybe we have a radio down here. Maybe a record player. That's kind of fun. Maybe she has like a record collection. I did put that over here, like the I'm sorry, right here, the basement thing. We can do more of these around too. But like one in, well, I'm out of money. We can have another one in there. So she's got, they got records in the kitchen. You know, this is all the space they need, you know? When they're watching TV, this is what they have, the hand-me-downs and stuff. And then upstairs, you know, this was what the room already looked like. She just put up, and I can take these down, honestly, because I don't think they're her style now that I know her. So, you know, she just has a bed, and we could take photos of them. These are built-ins that came in the house, so she just hung up her clothes. Generic bathroom, generic bathroom. All her decoration is in her office. That makes a lot of sense because this is like where she spends a lot of her time. Same thing with him in his room. And I feel like this fits them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot wait till next live. We will make the other family to live in here. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for Monday Sims Club. We will see you guys next Monday. On Wednesday, we are going to have a lot challenge video, not live stream, but a video. And on Friday, we will have Crybaby Whims. And then I'm hoping the first week of August, Extreme Ultimate Decades can come back. That is what I'm hoping. I'm not making any promises. I'm just saying what I'm trying to do. And I will keep you guys as updated on that as humanly possible. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. And thank you so much, Susan, for the super sticker in the chat. That was so sweet. And, oh, I'm sorry, Lake Woman. Thank you for that. And thank you for being my first person in chat, Susan. And Bree, thank you for being here as well. And also thank you to Double Rose Twin Sim Gaming for joining us in the first time in our chat. Good night, everyone. Have a good sleep, and we